Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just woke up, and I wanted to get this basketball wives review out of the way. I have a lot to say. I'm hoping I touch everything. I think I should have made this video last night while everything was fresh on my mind after I watched it, but I didn't. So, okay, this video I may be going back and forth from this episode to the previous episode. I didn't make a review. I'm not going to make a review over last week's episode. I just feel like at this point it's too late. So I will be talking about some things that happened last week, as well, of course, as the episode that just came on last night. Let's go ahead and get into it because, bitch, we about to get into this shit. All right. First of all, I think this is probably one of the best seasons of Basketball Wives in a very long time. I think probably what it is while Shani before was probably had some type of creative control, I think they probably tried to get Shani out of that process as much as possible to make everything seem more like Nene says, organic. So I think they pulled Shani out, gave Shani less creative control. This was just in my head. To make things seem more organic. You see what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. I put these hoes are ordering 2 drinks. You know they nerves are bad. They know the shit is about to hit the fan. They're ordering 2 vodkas and 2 this and 2 that. I said, thank God Cece has finally grew some pussy lips, okay? She was hanging with Evelyn. This is what it comes down to. And I finally realized what some people were saying online. Like, I really have not believed in the whole grown-up bully thing. I always said grown-ups can be bullies to other grown people. But I think I finally understand where people are coming from. I think what it is, Evelyn, the reason why you look like a bully, I don't know if you are, I'm going to say you look like one, bitch. It's because you went into that situation with your eyes on Cece. Now, we're not going to take nothing away from Cece because Cece, girl, you was talking shit about Evelyn. But rightfully so. But you was still talking shit. So Evelyn wanted to address whatever you had to say about her. So Evelyn and her friends, Shani, Kristen, Malaysia, they all go in knowing that Evelyn is going to address Cece. They didn't think that Cece was going to say anything back. That's why when Cece started getting that Evelyn together, she knocked Evelyn off. Like, Evelyn couldn't get it back together because nobody thought that Cece was going to say anything back. They thought that Evelyn was going to go in there, cuss Cece out, get Cece together, run over Cece, and then when Cece was like, bitch, you got me fucked up, today ain't the day. No, today is the day. Everybody was shocked and confused. So in a sense, it does come across as though, Evelyn, you are a bully. You literally went into the situation thinking that you were going to run over this person. And then when this person showed you, bitch, I got time for you today, you were all confused. And everybody at the table was confused too. So that makes you look like a bully. I put they full of shit. All of them hoes full of shit. They are really trying to paint, and I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. They are really trying to paint this picture of OG being this aggressive person. And I have been saying this for weeks and weeks and weeks. Ain't no way you gonna get me to believe or convince me that out of everybody at that table, y'all are the most worried about OG. Y'all not worried about Evelyn, a bitch who done picked up wine bottles and thrown them at people, who has hopped on tables trying to get to her best friend, who has thrown drinks into people's faces, whose security has to come in and restrain. Do you hear me? People have literally had to hold Evelyn back. Y'all ain't worried about Tammy. Tammy ain't on the show no more, but I'm just saying. Y'all ain't concerned about Tammy. When Tammy was walking around her knocking a bitch upside the head every time she said that she thought they said something disrespectful to her. Tammy is quick to knock a hoe upside the head. Y'all ain't worried about Malaysia, who literally picked up a table with her linebacker ass and threw it across the goddamn sidewalk. But y'all are concerned with OG because of what OG says. OG ain't dead. OG said. Do I believe she would do it? Yes. I believe that bitch is strong. Do I believe that OG would do it? Yes. She telling y'all, leave me alone. Y'all leave me alone. Before I end up killing you with my bare hands. But this whole thing, and I'm like, what is the problem? And I'm like, I think I figured it out. They don't want OG on the show. And so the same way they ran off Brandy, because I heard the powers that be at VH1, I heard they love Brandy. But Shawnee, I think that what Shawnee did, Shawnee was like, bitch, we're not gonna film with that hoe. When she come around, we're not gonna talk to her. We're not gonna give her no moment. We're not gonna do none of this. And so when Brandy came around, and Tammy and Evelyn and Shawnee used to be like, bitch, we're not talking to this hoe. You see what I'm saying? Hell, if you ain't filming if you can't film with the stars or get into no conflict, then bitch, you off the show. I think that's the same thing they're trying to do to OG. We don't want OG on this show, or Shawnee, I don't want OG on this show. I ain't got all the power, so therefore we're gonna make this bitch look like she crazy, aggressive. We don't trust her. She'll kill her. She always threaten to kill people. That's what I think is happening. I think that Shawnee, Evelyn, Malaysia, all of the ones that raise their hands except for Cece and Jackie, I think they're all on the same side to try to get OG off the show because for whatever reason, they don't like OG. Now, I'm a big fan of OG. I am. OG is probably one of my favorite basketball wives now. She probably ain't coming back next season. I don't know. But she's one of my favorite basketball wives. So I may be a little bit biased when I say this. I really don't remember OG doing or saying anything. Well, I ain't going to say saying. But I don't remember OG doing anything to make them dislike OG so much. Yeah, she said what she said about Kristen and the Thomas situation. But y'all hoes all done did the same thing. Like, it's so baffling to me how these bitches can really get their black asses on TV. And, well, some of them, because all of them don't, I ain't black. They want to be, but they ain't. Girl, we're about to go down a whole nother rabbit hole. Y'all really can get y'all black asses on TV and talk about what OG has done and OG has did this, and she mentioned family secrets when y'all got y'all motherfucking asses on TV last year talking about Jackie Christie's daughter, reading her book, crying, and all that shit. So it's all right for y'all to bring up family shit, but it's not okay for OG to do the same thing. Tell me the difference. Because both of y'all were doing it to be spiteful. OG said it to be spiteful and hateful, and y'all brought up Jackie Christie and her daughter situation to be hateful and spiteful. The only difference is, bitch, OG, that wasn't no secret. And they have said that out of their own mouth on the show. That wasn't a secret. They were just pissed off at how OG delivered the shit. Who was that? Oh. They were just pissed off at how OG delivered the shit. Y'all have all done the same exact thing, but for some reason, y'all are singling out OG. Why? Shawnee, I want that bitch off the show. I've been saying I don't want Shawnee on the show. Look, I like Shawnee. I like that Shawnee is a businesswoman. I like that Shawnee is setting a great example for her children. She getting the money. I'm glad. Bitch, don't ever depend on no man no more. I'm all here for it. But Shawnee, the way you looked at Kristen when Cece let it be known that Kristen had called you a bitch, you could tell that Shawnee had a flashback of the whole Brandy situation. I don't give a damn what nobody say. And if I was on a goddamn reality show with 5 other punks, and one of the punks was the head bitch in charge, Carlos King. If I was on a show with Carlos King, bitch, if everybody else on this goddamn stage or on this cast is getting called punks and faggots and bitch and hoes and sluts and we fighting and throwing bottles, then bitch, you can get it too. You can get it too. You ain't exempt. If you want to be exempt, then bitch, you need to go in the office with them white folks and be the boss. When you step your ass in front of this camera, everybody can get called a bitch. Everybody can get called a punk. Everybody bitch can get called a fag. It's a free-for-all. Why you think you exempt from the bullshit? You right in the middle of the bullshit. But now all of a sudden, girl, can't nobody call you a bitch. Can't nobody say nothing to you. Everybody tiptoe around Shawnee. I don't like that shit. Chris, hold up. Another thing I want to say about Shawnee too. Y'all, you want to sit here and talk about you don't trust Cece for withholding some or bringing up some information she knew about two years ago when Kristen called you a bitch. But y'all hoes did the same thing. At the end of the goddamn day, remember when you supposedly withheld this information from Evelyn that Jennifer was talking about Shanice? If Evelyn was supposed to be your ace, then why you didn't tell that bitch when Jennifer said that shit? Why you waited until how many years later to bring it up? The same thing with Tammy and Jennifer. When they thought that heard allegedly that what's that bitch name? Evelyn slept with Shaq. They didn't bring that shit up and tell you, they waited. All y'all do the same goddamn thing. All of y'all do. So it's so weird to me how y'all really try to act like OG is this bad person or CC is this for waiting 2 years. How long did you wait to tell Evelyn that Jennifer was supposedly talking about her daughter Shanice and that's supposed to be your ace? I don't like Shawnee. Get Shawnee off the show. If Shawnee can't get treated like the other bitches, then she don't need to be there. End of conversation. End of conversation. Kristen, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of her and these tears. Cece did not stop Byron from coming to that dinner. Every time y'all, I'm start taking, I do take screenshots sometimes, but I always forget to mention the screenshots. One of y'all mentioned something, a couple of y'all mentioned something in the comment section some weeks ago about how there's a possibility that the reason why they don't like CC is because they feel as though CC is the reasoning behind Byron and their mother getting a divorce. I was like, ooh, now that makes sense. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's finally out that supposedly CC was known as a home, and I do remember seeing this on the blogs. I never had heard of a CC or a Byron, or I probably didn't care enough to even look in. I don't know. So anyway, child, I remember seeing this on the blogs. So, but it does make sense that they probably have an issue with CC, or the reason why the problems started in the family when CC joined the family is because they probably think that CC is the side hoe turned wife who broke up my mom and dad's marriage. CC said that's not the case. I can't believe it. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, we can get into a whole conversation about that. I don't know if people meant to be together forever anyways. I do believe in a monogamous relationship while you're in one, but I don't know if we meant to be together for 30 years. Now, maybe 5. Maybe 10. Maybe 3. I don't know about no 30, bitch. That's just me. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But Kristen, Cece did not stop Byron from coming to that dinner. And I have been saying this. I don't know why people put everything on Cece. Cece is in control of Byron. Cece should have did this. Cece should have did that. Byron is a grown ass man. Byron ain't been fucking with Kristen. I've been saying that. What it is Byron was dealing with Kristen because of Thomas. Byron ain't been liking Kristen. Kristen, you caused this when you got your black ass on TV. And like I said, do I think that Kristen is partly telling the truth now? Yes. I had to think about it. And the truth of the matter is, grandparents don't go see their kids. They don't. I can't tell you the last time when my mom and my stepdad were together. We lived right around the corner from my grandmother. I can't tell you one time my grandmother came to our house. Now, we was always at hers, but I don't remember her coming to ours, okay? So I do believe that grandparents, like the whole you don't come and visit my grandchild, really, truly, grandparents really don't. But do I believe it may be some truth to what Kristen said about Byron probably not being the best grandfather? Yeah, but at the end of the day, Kristen, you got your ass on TV and said that man was a trifling ass grandfather. And again, it may be some truth to it, but you still said it. That's why Byron don't fuck with you. That don't have nothing to do with Cece. Nothing. I think that when Cece came into the picture, like a lot of people do, they start to pick out what's wrong. And I think that one of the problems was, remember when Cece let it be known that Byron doesn't like... Girl, they mowing outside, girl. Remember when Cece... Hopefully y'all can hear me. Remember when CC had told us that Byron doesn't that Thomas and Kristen never pay for dinner? I think that was probably one of the issues. I feel like when CC came into the picture, she was like, probably by the 7th dinner date, she was like, hold up, I noticed you always coming out of pocket for their asses. Why they don't ever pay? You see what I'm saying? I feel like that's probably that seems more realistic to me. I don't think that CC has come in, and I guess in a way that is creating problems because it wasn't a problem before until you came into the picture. So I guess that is creating problems. But at the end of the day, I think that like Byron ain't been liking Kristen. I just think that when you said that, bitch, that was a nail in the coffin. And you need to take responsibility for that and stop acting like CC control the strings behind a grown-ass man, Byron. Byron looks like he is capable of making his own choices, okay? And Byron don't give me the type of person. Byron made CC change the letters. Remember when they walked into the engagement party and they said C and B? He made that bitch change it to, no, it said, yeah, C and B. He made her change it to B and C. So you think a nigga who that goddamn fragile when it comes to letters being in order, you think he gonna let a bitch run over him? Come on now. Anyways, Evelyn starts again with CC. CC was getting Evelyn together. I was so happy for CC. And like I told y'all, Evelyn and Tammy and now OG are 2 or 3 of my favorite basketball wives. Evelyn just left a really bad taste in my mouth. I don't think that bitch has changed. I think she the same old hoe she was 5 years ago. I really do. Evelyn, you ain't changed. You done did all that on TV, y'all to fix my life, and bitch, ain't nothing happened. You probably worse than what you wore before. Evelyn, you ain't changed. You ain't changed not one goddamn bit. Now, I will say when Evelyn started talking about how CC face looked, y'all was cracking up, bitch. Look, let me tell you something. I don't know none of these bitches. I don't know none of these bitches. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get talked about. Like, at the end, I have my favorites, but everybody can get talked about. And I thought it was funny when Evelyn was like, your face don't move. For some reason, her facial expression. Evelyn is funny. I'm sorry. Evelyn is funny. The stuff she say, it doesn't come, well, some of the stuff she say doesn't come across as being hearted. Some of the stuff she say actually be funny as fuck to me. Bitch, I put this only been 16 minutes. This shit is good, messy, and exhausting. Bitch, I looked up on my phone, bitch. It said like 15 minutes and like 56 seconds. Bitch, we only been watching 16 minutes of this show? Bitch, what? Anyways, when Phoebe brought up Tahiri, baby, I thought that Jackie was about to flip that table over upside down. I think what's been going on, because Phoebe, it's toward the end of the season. I think that Evelyn has probably gassed you up or told you some things to say. I think that Evelyn probably knows that you're not coming back next season, and she was probably trying to get you to have a moment. She was probably trying to get you to have a moment, and the only way to do that is you have to have something. Because Phoebe not quick with it. You see what I'm saying? Phoebe, you not coming across, you are a liar. You don't stand up in your shit. It's so funny how they will talk about Cece, and Cece does have a problem being held accountable for her shit, but girl, they all will really sit there and let Phoebe just tell a bold-faced lie and say she didn't say something. And everybody knows that the bitch said it. That's what I'm saying. Like, they really do have a different set of rules and standards for OG and CC than what they have for the Malaysias, the Tammys, the... Bitch, when I tell y'all, I was thinking last night, these hoes getting up. I ain't gonna lie, that grass do need cutting outside. I ain't gonna lie. But bitch, I was thinking last night, this is gonna sound so ignorant. I wish that Tammy would have grown up probably a year from now. I wish Tammy would have evolved probably a year from now. Because, bitch, when I tell you, all OG and CC needed was Tammy on their side, and the shit would have hit the fan in Costa Rica. Can you imagine, bitch, fuck CC. Can you imagine Tammy and that goddamn OG together? I think this is what it is with CC too, I wanted to say. Damn, I wish Tammy would have grew up next year. Fuck. I mean, everybody gotta grow up one day. Shit. That would have been some good TV, bitch. I think what it is with CC, the reason why CC grew a pair of pussy lips is because, unlike OG, unlike me, unlike some of y'all crazy ass bitches out there, we don't need no backup. Bitch, we'll argue with everybody in the goddamn table. You hear me? I think that CC needs backup. I'm sorry. I don't know if that makes her scary or not. And I'm not even no fighter. And even if it's not even just a physical fighter. Like, I mean, take out the physical fighting part. Like, I think that OG didn't feel comfortable with this group of women. And I felt like, not OG, CC didn't feel comfortable with this group of women. And I feel like she needed to know that somebody had her back. She's arguing with Kristen, you know. She's not really meshing well with these group of ladies, basically. And so I think that now at this point she realizes that, oh my God, OG is my friend. OG does have my back. So now, you know, I won't feel like a white woman and feel like I'm being attacked. Girl, let me say, because CC is a white woman, but really and truly, bitch, Kristen is a white woman too. Kristen probably worse than CC. They both the same bitch, but Kristen probably worse than CC. But I think that what it is, CC, I think she just feels as though she needs to make sure that someone has her back. You see what I'm saying? Like, she is not going to go into a situation by herself alone and be arguing with all these different bitches. So now I think as though, you know, now she know that OG on her team is like, well, bitch, let's go to war. You see what I'm saying? Because now I got a bitch who got my back. It was something else I wanted to mention too. Oh, about the whole, when Kristen brought up the whole CC called OG a ugly ass hoe. She said it. She already talked about it. Her OG already talked about it. This is a problem that I have with bitches like Kristen. The truth of the matter is, Kristen, the only reason why the only reason why CC called OG an ugly ass hoe was because she was taking up for you or gassing you up. You know how like you be with your friends and your friends don't like a bitch or your friends don't like a nigga? And you be like, girl, fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga ain't shit, girl. Fuck that ugly ass nigga. You said his dick was small anyways. You said that sex was whack anyways. Fuck that sorry ass nigga. And then she get back with that nigga, or she end up talking to the nigga, and then you find out like, oh, through, you know, just hanging out with them, oh, he actually not that bad of a guy. He actually okay. I think that's what it was. I think that OG was getting Kristen together last year. I think because CC was Team Kristen. Team Kristen. When CC and Kristen would get together, CC would hype Kristen up by basically saying, yeah, that bitch ugly. Fuck that hoe. She ugly ass. You see what I'm saying? And then Kristen turned around and tried to use that like, she talked about you. Yeah, she talked about you because y'all was probably talking about that bitch together. Anyways, so the next day, Evelyn is pissed off. Basically, Evelyn has sat down and thought about what has been said the night before. She's embarrassed. She know that now the CC knocked off her game. So they all basically talking about the fact that the other group won. Bitch, talking about, well, now it's time. It's their day today. Nah, baby, bitch, y'all lost, bitch. Bitch, y'all lost. Y'all lost 2 days in a row. Can't a bitch run after nobody, fall in some bushes and say they won? You lost, okay? So Evelyn want to fight. Evelyn wants to go back and forth with CC. I can do this all day long. I can do this all day long. You mad now because CC embarrassed you and you didn't think that CC was going to embarrass you. Kristen wants to talk to, they all come over. Before they even get to sit down and eat, Kristen wants to talk to CC. Kristen, at this point, I'm sorry. Leave CC alone. CC don't want to have nothing to do with you. This is a problem with Kristen. And this is what everybody out there needs to realize. As long as Kristen keeps disrespecting CC Byron is always going to have an issue with Kristen. End the conversation. As long as, no, it's not end the conversation. As long as Kristen continues to disrespect Cece, Byron will continue to have a problem with Kristen. I don't understand why Kristen doesn't understand this. Stop talking about his wife. Stop talking about him. And you probably won't have any issues with Byron. But as long as you continue to fuck with Cece, even if Cece might be in the wrong, Byron is still going to side with Cece. And he not gonna fuck with you. So when Cece says, girl, leave me alone, I don't want to talk about this, I'm done with you, bitch, why do you keep talking to Cece? And then when Cece tries to tell you, girl, I've been trying to tell your ass to stop talking about Byron. Finally, Cece finally said it on camera like, girl, that's what got your ass in trouble the first time, talking about Byron on camera. I've been trying to tell your black ass to shut the fuck up, but you don't want to listen. Then, of course, Kristen starts all this goddamn crying and hollering and screaming. And Kristen, you are the reason why you're in the situation with your father-in-law. It don't have nothing to do with Cece. Point blank, period. You are the reason, bitch. And I'm not exactly sure why nobody wants to tell Kristen that. Anyways, so Cece's about to leave. Oh, before that, OG was basically acting like the security guard for Cece. OG ain't no dumbass bitch. OG saw what Evelyn was trying to do. She said it. Just like OG said, well, you tell her to stop walking up, then bitch, I stop walking up. Evelyn, OG saw when Kristen and Cece were trying to talk. I'm sorry. OG saw when Kristen and Cece were trying to talk how Evelyn was trying to walk up. Like, if they really trying to have a conversation, then bitch, why you walking up? If you walk up, bitch, I'm walking up too. I love me some motherfucking OG. Everybody need a friend like OG. We all should be friends like OG. Hello? Anyways, so I was not mad at OG. OG was peeping out the motherfucking scene like a tiger. Bitch, what's up? Where you going, ho? Well, I'm going too. It sure looks funny how Shunny want to be like, oh, let them grown women have a conversation. They are trying to have a conversation. But why your friend walking up, though? Right. Anyways, Malaysia says it, so they get to going. Girl, OG told Kristen that she'll break her fucking jaw. Malaysia says that if she touch her cousin, it's gonna be on. Malaysia, you probably one of the fakest bitches on the show. And I love Malaysia, bitch. You fine as fuck too. God, like goddamn Malaysia fine. But at the end of it, you probably one of the fakest bitches on the show. You so worried about OG touching Kristen, but goddamn Evelyn done ran down a goddamn hill. And I ain't heard you threaten that raggedy asshole. Well, I shouldn't have said raggedy asshole because I like Evelyn. I shouldn't have said raggedy. I'll take that back, Evelyn. I ain't mean to call you no raggedy asshole. They came off a little too aggressive. But you didn't chase after Evelyn. You didn't chase after Evelyn. You ain't said shit about Evelyn. And just like OG was calling your ass out and was basically saying like, girl, you weren't trying to do nothing. You don't know what my intentions were. Yes, we do, because bitch, we saw. You wasn't trying to do nothing, Malaysia. OG and Evelyn started. Now let me just say something to Miss Evelyn. Evelyn, this is a problem that you have. You think that OG is ugly, right? You think there's no way possible that Chad Ochocinco would be interested in somebody that looks like OG, because how can a motherfucker be interested in a bitch that looks like me and be interested in a bitch that looks like her? But truth be told, bitch, if you really want to go ahead and be honest about it, Chad Ochocinco, his daughter Gigi, OG, they all look like they came from the same motherfucking family. Really and truly, OG, Chad, and Gigi look like they could be brothers and sisters. Chad, I Googled some of Chad baby's mamas, and they all, the ones I saw, they don't look like, they're not bad looking women. But the problem is, Evelyn, you think that it's just not possible for the motherfucker that banged you upside your goddamn head to be interested in a girl who looks like OG. Well, bitch, you better believe it's possible. Chad was trying to talk to OG. I believe it. And another thing too, bitch. Why the fuck you so worried about Chad? If Chad done bust you upside your motherfucking head, then why are you concerned about who Chad is talking to or fucking, or that's my ex-husband? Who gives a fuck? Because I wouldn't give a damn about no nigga who done knocked me upside my goddamn cranium and had me bleeding from the goddamn skull. Okay? That motherfucker could run off a goddamn cliff and I will make sure. Is he dead? Okay. That's the only question I'm asking. Is he dead? Okay. I don't give a fuck who he talked to. Bitch, you can have his sorry ass. Girl, duck. That's the only advice I can give you, bitch. Duck. So I don't understand why you're so concerned about Chad, and we're going to get into this next episode, why you're so concerned with Chad, and if OG and Chad had some type of relationship, or, because, girl, I'm going to tell you how messy VH1 was, when VH1 was like, when OG said, Ocho Cinco wants me, girl, I thought my phone had buffered, girl, VH1 played that shit twice. Ocho Cinco wants me, Ocho Cinco wants me. I said, girl, when I tell you, baby, that Basketball Wives is messy as fuck. Baby, when I tell you that OG was getting that Evelyn together, you know, when I tell you that OG had that goddamn Evelyn running hot. When Evelyn started sounding like Candy from Basketball Wives, Evelyn's voice was gone. It was shaking. When that bitch started hitting on her cat, pat on your cat. I said, baby, the way Evelyn was punching her cat, I know that bitch woke up the next day walking just with her legs wide open. Shit just, bitch, I know Evelyn cat was something. I know it was. Bitch, how you damage your own cat, bitch? I'm here for it. I was here for it. That OG was getting that goddamn Evelyn together. She was getting Malaysia together. She was getting Shawnee together. All of them. Shawnee, you want to tell me to stop, but you ain't told your friend to stop walking over there. Malaysia, girl, you want to sit here and talk about, defending so-and-so, but you damn sure didn't defend CC. Evelyn, but you worried about Chad when he wanted me. I'm your favorite athlete's favorite athlete. I said, OG. OG was getting them hoes together. They can't handle OG. They don't like OG. This is the truth. They don't like OG because OG is too real. I hate when people say I'm too real. But OG is too real for them. She is. OG is probably about the only person that I have ever seen on Basketball Wives that actually, when there's a problem, we gonna talk about it. They're not used to that. They used to, if there was a problem, we're going to talk about it with everybody else except that person. And then when they get back to it, the story done changed up 55,000 times. No, OG is, oh, girl, you said something about me? What was it? Do we need to have a conversation? Yeah, let's talk. That's OG. OG ain't with that like, let's let shit linger on for 3 and 4 days. And by the time we get back to us, bitch, we fighting because the story done changed up 7 times. They don't like that about OG. They don't like the fact that OG does not have to be restrained. They don't like that. They don't like the fact that security has never had to stop in. They never had to stop OG. Y'all had to stop y'all faves though, bitch. I'm team OG. I'm team OG all the motherfucking way. What else? Oh, Phoebe. Like when Phoebe packed that candle, this is what I said about the whole, look, I just want to say this, and this is going to sound so fucked up, but I'm going to say it anyways. My aunt passed away from cancer, breast cancer. I think everybody probably knows somebody who passed away from cancer. With that being said, Phoebe, your grandfather passing away don't have nothing to do with Jackie coming up to Jennifer's cancer event acting like a goddamn fool. Did Jackie act like a goddamn fool? Jackie act like a goddamn fool. But for you to feel like, oh, my grandfather had cancer, that don't have nothing to do with nothing. It doesn't. My aunt passed away from cancer. Everybody knows somebody who passed away from cancer. Phoebe, you packing that candle lets me know that you full of shit. You literally packed your bags, packed that candle to have a scene. That's how I know you a fake ass bitch. Like, your arguments are not even organic, like Nene says. Like, you literally packed that candle because you, at the end of the day, you knew that you were going to have a fight with Jackie Christie. The candle that Jackie bought her. Phoebe fake. Please don't bring Phoebe back. Let Phoebe put Phoebe back in the Bronx and let her stay, and don't bring her back. All right, y'all. That's it. I think I got everything. If I missed something, because I need to hurry up and I gotta catch the bus to work, so I need to be out of my apartment in like 4 minutes. All right, y'all. I think that's it. If I missed anything, I damn sure be talking about it in Hot Topics. All right, bye, y'all.